When people say, oh, sex can last for like 1 hour, it's not the actual penetrative intercourse we're talking about. We're talking about the sum total of everything from start to finish, the foreplay. If you're kissing, kiss, take time to really kiss. You can take time to kiss for like 10 minutes. Now you they rush. If you're foreplaying, kissing her ears, take time, speak words. Let me tell you something about a woman's body. A woman's body does not necessarily need rough handling. When you rough handle a woman's body like that, she half the time she's not getting the needed pleasure that she would have gotten if you were much more softer. So play with her body softly. Handle it with care. Don't go and be squeezing it like this. Are you squeezing a gbalumo? No. I want to talk about orgasm gap. You know, it's always easier for men to climax compared to women. And that's not because men are selfish, even though we know that some men are selfish. It's just how God created them. You know, he created them in such a way that the gland of the joystick is very sensitive. So any movement is highly pleasurable for them, and it's easier to release or to reach their orgasm. But that's not the case for women. And the reason is because the way God created us, he created us in such a way that he hid our erogenous zones like a treasure in a minefield, such that spots like the anterior fornix, or call it the A spot, which is an area located on the front wall. That's the belly button side of the juicy part, between the front wall of the juicy part and the cervix. Or it's about like 4 to 5 inches inside. So you can imagine how far deep God buried such treasure that it can take you to cloud 9 and back. Even the G spot is 3 inches in from the opening of the juicy part, plus our powerhouse, that's our knob, is not quite in the, I wouldn't say it's not quite in the right place, because God created it and he never made any mistake, right? But I'm saying that it's not quite in the right place for getting to climax during penetrative intercourse, except for the spots which a lot of men don't really care to find, which is the G spot. You know, the knob is that thing that you see, the knob, right? It's just a tiny part of the whole, would I call it a gland or whatever? It is 8 inches long. And the end part of that tiny knob that you see up there, that's our powerhouse, is called the G spot. So the G spot is just like 3 inches from the opening of the juicy part. And some men don't even care to spend more time hitting the G spot with their joystick. And that's because they don't even know where it is. They just feel like, oh, if you put in the joystick into the juicy part, that's all the woman needs. No. A woman needs time. A woman needs a man who is patient to indulge her to a point where she gets off her cliff. And that's why most women have not been able to reach the cliff during penetrative intercourse, because men are not taking time to figure out or to excavate those hidden spots like G spots or the A spots. If only men understood that there is a thing called orgasm gap and how important it is to bridge that gap, then most women will never know what it feels like to fall off the cliff during penetrative intercourse. One of the reasons why your woman is not reaching a climax, or she has never really had orgasm, is because you're not taking time to really study and play her body like a guitar. You don't rush it with a woman, especially with a woman that you've not really taken out time to know the terrain of her body. All right? You have to take out time. A lot of women pretend to have reached their climax, and you'll be fooled by the sounds that they make. Beyond the sounds that they make, are they truly getting the sensation from each strokes that you give? Are they? Maybe, maybe not. But you have to be very attentive, because sometimes the real pleasure is not really figured out from the noise that a woman makes. Sometimes it's usually the silence that tells, or the breath, the short breath, the short gaps that tells that a woman is really enjoying it and almost falling off the cliff. If you go by the noise, sometimes you'll be fooled, or most of the time you'll be fooled, because some of these ladies, they do not want to make you feel bad that you're putting so much effort, or maybe little effort, just to get your own pleasure, but they're not getting their own pleasure because they know how it will bruise your ego at the end of the day, especially a woman who just wants to get something out of you. But if a woman really wants to be with you and really loves you, she would tell you what she likes and how you can make her reach the climax or her climax. Do you get what I mean? So first and foremost, understand that for you to have a successful sexual relationship with your woman or with your man, both of you need to understand that there is something called orgasm gap. So what is orgasm gap? Orgasm gap, or call it pleasure gap, is the disparity, according to Google. It's the disparity in sexual satisfaction between your man and you. Specifically, it's the unequal level at which both the male and the female can attain their orgasm in a period of, penetrative intercourse. It is the time frame for which both genders can achieve orgasm during sexual intercourse, sexual encounters, right? And lots of people do not know that there is such a thing as orgasm gap, and that is what is causing you to not attain that pleasure that you would want for you and your woman, or you and your man to have. That's the basic step. Number one rule to attaining great pleasure in your bedroom is understanding the gap. See, more often than not, most women may never experience orgasm because some men are not patient enough to get her there. And half the time, we women are supposed to help the men reach there halfway. Because the truth is that you are the only one who knows how certain parts of your body responds to external stimulus. And if you don't tell your man how your body works, or how to work your body, or tell them how to navigate your terrain, he will not be able to figure out quickly what buttons to press to get you closer to the finish line. It is a teamwork here, all right? So I would like to think that your orgasm doesn't entirely lie in the hands of your lover. Think of it as a relay race where you start the race, you're handing over the baton to your man to finish it. In a sense that for you to breach the orgasm gap, you have to be physically present. You've got to be emotionally and sexually present with your man, teaching, or rather telling him what to do, and working as a team in the area of foreplay, eye contact, communication, for as long as it takes to get your longing for the main meal to arrive. And as soon as the main meal kicks in, you're way on your way to being satisfied. So to bridge the gap, all it takes is patience, especially from the man. Touch all the right places. Make sure that you're not applying same method that you use in previous relationship or with your previous partner. Make sure that you know how they want to be touched, how your woman wants to be touched. See, dear men, if you're watching this, I need you to know that knowing the parts of your woman's body like the back of your hand can bridge that gap. And it can improve the experience in a bedroom. And the funny thing is that it could also be as simple as you sucking a woman's fingers. And this can turn her on. It could just be as simple as you creatively using your tongue, which can double the passion in the bedroom. Most of us are not creative with our tongues in a bedroom. We're not creative with our tongues. So the tongue is essential too. It does a lot of work. The tongue, the hand. In fact, if you make more use of your tongue than you use your hands, and lightly as well, you will get your woman flying off the roof quickly. So creatively use your tongue on your woman's body as much as you can. And this is the same thing for a woman too. Creatively use your tongue. Your tongue is a sexual tool. It's a powerful sexual tool that you might not be making use of. I probably think the only time that most of us use our tongue is, okay, maybe when we're kissing, or maybe when we're trying to just do one or two, three touches right, left, and center. But your tongue can play the role that your hands can play, right? And it can play it better because you know what? You can actually play with the texture of your tongue, the toughness or the stiffness of your tongue, or the softness of your tongue. It's all about the pattern. For the woman, it's all about the rhythm and consistency on the whole of the body, maybe the back, the neck, even the mouth. When you're playing with your tongue while kissing, it is how you firm your tongue, the tip of your tongue. You see the tip of this tongue, it is very powerful when you use it, when you know how to use it. Play a lot with the tip of your tongue. All right? Texture, or how do they call it now? I can't really remember the right words to use. How to firm your tongue, how to soften your tongue. It just depends on what area of the body that you're trying to play on, or you're trying to ignite in a bedroom during that heated moment. Do you get what I mean? So don't just restrict your tongue to kissing. There are a whole lot of things that you can do with your tongue. It is powerful. It is powerful. Number 2, you can bridge the gap by just gently rubbing your tongue alongside a woman's stomach, while also, dropping some kisses that can turn most women on greatly. And the passion increases even more as you move south side, if you know what I mean. Number 3, just basically giving her a nice foot massage in a very romantic environment while you're playing good music in the background can turn most women on. See, a lot of us are not creative when it comes to, bedroom activities. You should make use of simple things like playing soft songs, soft sexual songs. You should have your sex playlist, Play around so many things in your environment. Set the mood right. And oftentimes, the way that you can bridge a woman's, the orgasm gap with a woman, if you're a man, is by talking to her. What are you telling her throughout the day? Women are moved by words, right? So you have to start working on her ears. What the things that you tell her, so that she gets prepared mentally and emotionally for you. A man who is a smooth talker gets the girls a lot of time. A man who knows how to sweet talk a woman gets in between her legs faster than any other macho man. All right? So you need to know how to play with your words when it comes to women if you want her to meet you halfway. Number 4, the palms are very sensitive and they are sensual zones for most women. So you just gently rubbing your index finger against a palm is enough to turn most women on, especially women who are attracted to you. No, don't go and be doing it to a woman who is not attracted to you, because it will be irritating. Any man who comes and starts, using his index finger or middle finger to do something like this on my palm, I will slap you big time, because that's harassment, sexual harassment. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to say in essence is that body touching can literally get her a little bit closer to bridging the gap. And then number 5, your woman's inner thighs is another part of her body that can set, her on fire. Even the man as well too. So you just gently kissing and moving your fingers across her thighs can drive most women crazy, insane. You will see her shivering. Number 6, see, most men definitely know this. A woman's, twin towers are the region you shouldn't neglect if you want to drive her crazy. So you know how to gently, don't go and be squeezing. Don't squeeze it. Let me tell you something about a woman's body. A woman's body does not necessarily need rough handling. When you rough handle a woman's body like that, half the time she's not getting the needed pleasure that she would have gotten if you were much more softer. So play with her body softly. Handle it with care. Don't go and be squeezing it, squeezing it, squeezing it like this. Are you squeezing a gbalumo? No. Handle it with care. Like you want it to be, you want it to be healthy. You want it to still be firm in some years to come. All right? It is only the wicked men who don't have any intentions for you that will be squeezing, 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 because they know that when they squeeze it, there will be nothing left for your potential husband. And why would you be sleeping with a guy who does not have any intention of getting married to you? So any guy who goes and he's squeezing and slapping it, especially your twin tower, my dear Ron, no. My dear Ron, that man wants to squeeze it so that your potential husband does not have anything to hold. Do you understand? Be careful the men that you give your body to. That's another topic entirely. In fact, let's not even talk about it now. Some men are wicked. Let's not even talk about it. Hey. Let's not talk about it. My throat is paining me. I don't know what's going on. I think I have sore throat, so I want to be careful the way I talk. So the softer, the better. There are some women who have lost sensitivity, so you have to be tough. But some women like us, please, we don't like rough play. We don't like it rough. Slow, steady, soft is all we need. Number 7, light and gentle kisses on a woman's neck can just drive us crazy. A woman's neck is one of the most erogenous zones in a woman's body that shouldn't be neglected. So you kissing her neck and you're also gently breathing on her neck will do the magic. And you're not just breathing, you're also talking sweet nonsense in her ears. Hey! It will drive her nuts. It will drive her nuts. Yeah? You're kissing her ears, or you're kissing her neck, and then you're breathing. And then you're also speaking sweet nothing. Like you're super sexy. Now, number 8. A woman's lips can turn her on greatly if you properly kiss. Some men don't know how to kiss. Is the truth. Some men don't know how to kiss. So the lips are blessed with lots of nerve endings. And that's why the skin of the lips are very thin. You have to play with the nerves. And half the time, you're not supposed to even dive into the mouth with your tongue. First kiss, less of tongue first. And then when the passion is getting hotter and intense, and you can dive in with your tongue and you just roll and roll and roll and play and kiss. Whether you like it sloppy, you like it not sloppy, it's all up to both of you. So don't play with your kiss. Don't play with your kiss, and kiss for a while. Kiss for a long time before you go to any other part. And then you running your fingers gently along, your woman's lips can set her on fire. Or just running the tip of your tongue on her lips, especially the lower lips, can just drive her crazy. See, these things that I'm teaching you is something that you should be paying me money for. You should be paying me money for. That's why you're supposed to be watching my adverts. All right? So what are we talking again? The lips, just use the tip of your tongue on her lips and it will set her on fire. Number 9, don't forget the small of her back. The small of any woman's back is a very important region in a woman's body that you should not forget kissing. So just gently kiss the small of her back, massage her neck, massage her back. It will turn her on. Number 10, a woman's ear is another sensitive region in a woman's body. So gently kiss and, suck her earlobe That's enough to drive her wild. That's enough to drive her crazy. And then lastly, number 11, the woman's knob, or the woman's powerhouse. Remember that I've always said that the woman's powerhouse contains 8,000 nerve endings, right? And that's like the headquarter of pleasure for women. And you don't have to be rough with her powerhouse. Just adjust speeds, patterns, and it will just get her there. That's all I can say for now. Do all of these things before you now decide that, you know what, I want to enter the juicy parts. Take your time during foreplay. See, your foreplay can actually take as long as 20 minutes. If you're doing properly, 20 minutes. When people say, oh, sex can last for like 1 hour, it's not the actual penetrative intercourse we're talking about. We're talking about the sum total of everything from start to finish, the foreplay. If you're kissing, take time to really kiss. You can take time to kiss for like 10 minutes. If you're foreplaying, kissing her ears, take time, speak words. All of those things are part of foreplay. Speak word into her. Speak confidence into her. Tell her the parts of her body that you like. Tell her everything as you're speaking and kissing her neck. And then from there, massage, a little bit of massage, her back, just caress. See, now they rush. You're the one who is rushing. I know there are times for quickies and all of those things, but when it is time for you to intensely bond with your woman, then you must dedicate time fully for her. Do you understand what I mean? So these are some of the ways that you can bridge, the orgasm gap between you and your woman, and between your woman and your man, and between yourself and your man. All right. Until I come your way, do know that I love you, and don't you forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I post, and I'll be here when I see you. Mwah.